All right, troop, this is Will Zanders. Welcome back to another one. So let's flip the script a little bit today. Whew, man, Jim was killer today. But we want to talk about very briefly, we want to talk about, for the record, me personally, I'm not a very religious person, but I'm a very spiritual person. I actually went and graduated from Bible school, which is kind of cool. I've read the Bible cover to cover many times. I've read so many different spiritual texts over the years. One of the things I'm most proud of actually in my life is having read the Bible in the original Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic, and really getting that all sorts of ways. So that was kind of cool, reading it in the original language. And I want to share something with y'all today, that when you read the Bible currently, and a lot of different spiritual texts, okay, a lot of which I'm familiar with, but not all of them. But I'll say this, because I identify myself as Christian for a lot of different reasons. But one of the verses I want to talk about today that can impact you in your life and your business is going to be Matthew 5:3, I think it is. It says something to the effect of, blessed are the poor in spirit, for they will inherit the kingdom of God. Now, this verse has a bunch of different depth to it, but one of the really cool things about it is you can cross-reference it with another verse that talks about people were complaining that they needed, money and clothes and everything. And I think Christ was like, I know God knows that you need all these things. Okay. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all these things will be added unto you. And then they started talking about where's the kingdom of heaven. He's like, it's within you. And that's all true. All right. We got a bunch of good evidence for that. But this particular verse talking about seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all these things will be added unto you. When you look at kingdom of heaven in the original language and you tie it to the verse in Matthew 5:3, one of the four gospels, and he says, blessed are the poor in spirit because they'll inherit the kingdom of heaven. You got to really wonder, y'all never thought about that? Like poor in spirit, what does that really mean? Okay, let me tell you what it means if you really understand the original Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic meanings of the literature. When they talk about poor in spirit, you got to understand biblical language is a lot more colorful than the Latin it was translated into. And it's a lot more colorful than the English that was translated to from the Latin. And then from English, you probably are reading a different translation for that. So you're reading a translation of a translation of a translation of a translation at the least. Okay. It's not actually the original at all. Okay. Hate all you want. That's the truth. Okay. So when people say, blessed are the poor in spirit, they'll inherit the kingdom of God. And thus by inheriting the kingdom of God, all these things will be added unto you. All the things that you want, material things, right? This is what it actually means. It says, blessed are the poor in spirit. Blessed are the people who are dissatisfied with their current state in life. Because if you were rich in spirit, you'd be complacent. You'd be happy. You'd be content. You wouldn't want for nothing. You wouldn't want to change anything. But if you're poor in spirit, if you're dissatisfied with your current lot in life, that's going to motivate you to change some things and do some things different to affect some change in your life. So that's what poor in spirit really means is, are you not happy with your current bank account? Are you not happy with your current spiritual relationship? Are you not happy with your current personal relationship? Are you not happy with your current state of your physical health? Are you overweight? Are you sick all the time? If you're not happy with anything physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, you are poor in spirit in reference to that thing. Okay. And if you're poor in spirit, if your spirit is down, if you're just aggravated about whatever situation you're talking about, guess what? That's the first step. Burning hot desire for change of circumstance, okay? And that's the thing that's going to propel you to fire off those rockets of desire to actually put the work in to get what it is you want in the first place. So it's actually true. If you right now are not happy with any area of your life, physically, relationship, your business, finance, health, anything, your educational level as far as the skills where you can bring value to the world, guess what? Guess what? You now have the number one factor that you need for change, which is going to be a lack of satisfaction, utter dissatisfaction with your current state of affairs. So if you feel that dissatisfaction about anything, that's going to be the first step. That should motivate you internally to go start putting the work in on yourself. And when you work on yourself, you'll see your external world change. Okay. Network marketing is simply personal development with the compensation plan attached. Hello. Right? It really is. So when you change yourself, you'll see your whole outside world change. And that's why you never have to put the blame on anybody. Okay. If you're poor in spirit as far as your relationship, find a new one or work on yourself and the relationship itself will change. It's a hard lesson to learn and hard to accept the fact of how much we are in control of our own circumstances. But don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger. But that's what it's all about. So I hope that made sense to you. If you're poor in spirit, if you're dissatisfied with your circumstances, guess what? That's the first step toward, achieving the kingdom of God, being dissatisfied to the point where you're ready to go put some work in. Why? Because without faith, it's impossible to please God. But faith without works is dead. So you got to go ahead and put the work in. All right. This is Will Zanders. Like, subscribe, share the video. Love y'all so much. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.